Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we are going to be continuing our playthrough of Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. So this is the extended playthrough. If you are interested in seeing the first half of this playthrough with a little bit of how to play at the beginning and a discussion of, the scenario we're playing and the investigators we're using, feel free to check out the video that's going to be popping up in the upper right corner at this moment. But just really quick, we are playing the Tyrants of Ruin scenario from the Under Deep Waves expansion, and we're actually using all of our investigators are from the Secrets of the Order expansion. So pretty much that's where we are. We ended the last video where we had just completed one of our codex cards here, and so now we are at the spot where we are attempting to find leads or relics. So we've been told that we need to if we gain a clue, and then instead of placing it on the scenario sheet, we can place I'm assuming we just use these tokens, a white lead token in our neighborhood. And then as an encounter action, so I'm assuming we just ignore what's over here, we can flip our lead token over to reveal the top card of the investigation deck. So I did not look at what this is. It appears to be some relics or something, but yeah, that's where we are. So we actually just finished Winifred's turn, and Agatha's gone, Winifred's gone, so all we have left here is Mark Harrigan. And so Mark now would love to claim this clue here. Get rid of this terror, get rid of some of these. So let's go over here. So we're going to take a movement action, and then we're going to do a ward action, which unfortunately for him is not much. So he's just rolling one die, and he gets it though. He gets to remove one, so that's not bad. All right, and that's basically it. We used a move action to move one step. To my knowledge, you cannot spend a money to make a movement. You can only spend money to add on to the end of your movement. So that's the way we're going to leave it. But hopefully we encounter a clue here. All right, so we are going to go ahead and go into the monster phase. So each readied monster activates. The only one we have here is the entranced hybrid, which it's a lurker. So it's going to place a doom at the unstable space, which is Marsh's refinery, which is where we are. Now, if you were playing with anomalies, that would have sparked an anomaly, but we're playing with terrors, so we're just looking for 6 total in a neighborhood, so we're still okay. All right, and that's it. That's the only monsters on the board, the only ones we have to deal with. So, let's see here. All right. Yep, encounter phase. So let's start with, I guess, up here. So there's terror in the neighborhood. There's a clue there. So we are going to go ahead and draw this top terror card, encounter it, and then we get to encounter Innsmouth Shore. So there's only 2 terror in the neighborhood, so we're at the top here. The beasts that prowl these streets have huge crooked teeth set in their slavering maws. Test will. Okay, so let's go ahead and test will, which for us is 4, so that's a pretty good statistic. But we fail, so hold on. After you roll dice, you may become delayed to roll 1 additional die for each die that's not a success. So once per round when you would fail a test, you may spend 1 focus. So let's do this. Let's become delayed. And we actually get to re-roll all of these. And we missed again. So we failed again. So, all right. Failed action. If you fail, you are preoccupied with thoughts of those teeth tearing into your flesh. Suffer 1 horror. Okay. She's pretty well balanced, though. So I'm not too concerned about that. All right. Man. Okay. And then she gets to encounter Innsmouth Shore. And we found the clue. So awesome. We are at Marsh's refinery. The refinery is overrun by lurching toad-like figures. You find a place to hide and hope that these monstrosities do not stay long. Test observation, which is another 4 for her. So maybe we got all of our bad rolls out of the way. And we did, so we passed. And this says, if you pass, you hear the creatures talk about a kingdom called Yanakla, whatever that is. Gain a remnant and 1 clue from your neighborhood. So we get this, and we get a remnant. All my remnants are hiding under the dice I never use. All right. I don't think I can spend... Okay, what's this again? After an investigator in any space performs an action, you may become delayed to perform the same action. If that action requires a test, roll 1 more die. So I'm wondering if I'm already delayed, if I can just become delayed again. Something to think about there. But we were successful here, so this goes there. That means Falcon Point is now the unstable space. And let's come down to Agatha, who's in Southside. Agatha also has found a clue, so we are at South Church. You may spend $2 to provide funding. We knew about this one. Boom, boom. We will spend our $2. That's why we were saving our $2. We now have some clues. So perfect. So now South Church is the unstable space. And we are just plowing through these clues. I like it. And hold on. After you perform a ward action... Wait. No. Hold on. Okay, it was the other side of this talent that I used. All right, okay. So, nothing else from Agatha. All right, and Mark Harrigan has to deal with the terror. Oh, okay, so we already dealt with the card. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that token. We've already addressed the card, but the token stays. I believe I'm playing that correctly. So we'll just do the encounter here, and it is the clue. This is a great encounter turn. All right, we are at the science building, a double doom space. The professors seek any photographs or drawings of corrupted people from Innsmouth. You may spend 1 remnant. Oh, I don't have one. You may spend 1 remnant to provide these experts with examples of their affliction to determine how it progresses. If you do, they share their funding and information they have collected so far. Game 1. Darn it, so I need a remnant in this spot. I need to like switch spots with... Okay. Ugh. I'm wondering how I can... I feel like Mark needs to be up there. I need to switch places with these two guys. Okay. All right. So, decently successful turn there. Mythos Phase, the worst phase. And we just have 2 tokens left for Mark. Let's start here. Headlines. His headlines say, add this card to the codex and discard all other rumor headlines. Okay. The value of each item in the display is increased by 2 for as long as this card is in the codex. Before you would buy 1 or more items from the display, you may test influence. If you pass, influence -1. If you pass, ignore this card this round. Okay. Well, that's fine. Wasn't good, wasn't too bad. All right, another monster is coming out. Altered Beast, spawn at the most doom. So that is either in here or in here. We're going to give her a little break and spawn him up there. And now I need to shuffle all the rest of these back in. All right. Okay. So spread terror in each neighborhood with a deep 1 monster. That's not a deep 1 monster, but this is a deep 1 monster. So let me put you there, and then I need to roll a single die for my Dark Pact. It was not a 1. Okay. So we're safe there. Another headline for Agatha. This one says test strength, of course. All right, so she's literally just got 1, and she passed. Oh my gosh, she got a 5. 3+, you gain 1 common item. Well, that's sweet. Oh wait, no, I only had 1 success. It's not. Okay, I'm sorry. I almost did that incorrectly. You become wanted and gain 1 common item. Okay. So let's see here. The wanted is new, a new condition. So that's another reckoning symbol we're going to have to deal with. Discard any reputation talents. You may not gain reputation talents. Okay, so those are innate talents. All right, but I get to gain 1 common item. So common item options are fine clothes, leather coat. Okay, so token of faith. After this item suffers 1 or more horror, you recover 1 sanity. You get +1 as part of an evade action. Or once per round, you may pay half price while buying an item. I think we're going to have to take token of faith here. All right. So these all go back. We'll flip this one over. All right. Okay. 2 more tokens here. We are spreading doom, and it is going in Ma's boarding house. There, and we are discovering a clue, which is going to go in Innsmouth Village. So Innsmouth Village has now got 3 clues. Guess I can do that. So we really need to get over there. I mean, basically, it's almost guaranteed, but I guess technically, technically the first 3 out of those 4, top 4 should be clues. Okay, all right, but that is it. Let's go back to the player action phases. So, this is what I want to do. What do I want to do? 1, 2, 3, spend it, or no, 1, 2, do an observation action. Okay, do an observation action and then move 1, 2, would end up here. So 1, 2, spend $1. I don't have $1, so I would end here. Okay, let's start with this though. We're going to do an observation action to try and get one of these lead tokens out there. And then I guess I actually want to stay put. So, actually, I may even switch these 2 here. Put Agatha over there because she's got a remnant token. Mark Harrigan does not. And Mark Harrigan could go 1, 2, 3. No, that's not going to get me there. I guess 1, 2, and then do it next time. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So let's start with this. We're going to go ahead and do an observation action. So that's 4 for Agatha. Try and get a lead token out here. Get these out of the way. All right. And we did not hit on anything. Hold on. Oh, man. Okay. All right, a big fail there. Okay, so hold on. So that was just a failed attempt. Nothing I can do about it. But after an investigator in any space performs an action, you may become delayed to perform that same action. So can I do it if I'm already delayed? Can I say, all right, and then so I'm also going to do an observation action, and I'm going to roll 4 dice. Technically, I get 5 though, because it says roll 1 more, and I'm already delayed, and I freaking crushed it. So instead of placing this here, I will place one of these up here. I don't know. That may be stretching the rules a little bit, but let's come back to Agatha now. And Agatha is going to then go 1, 2 right here. Yeah. All right. So she's done. Mark now. What does Mark want to do? Mark wants to end up there. So let's do 1, 2. Now he can't really do much of anything. Yeah, so let's, just in case, let's just, no, should I focus? Yeah, let's focus our lore. Or should I focus our observation? Oh, let's do lore. We only have a focus limit of 1, so. All right, so not very much from Mark Hannigan. Now we come up here to Winifred. She stands up from being delayed, and then she's going to take a ward action, which we now get to roll 4 dice for because of her Otherworld Codex. Two. All right, so she gets to remove 2 Doom, and she's going to get a Remnant token for that. She's got lots of Remnant tokens, and she's in a spot with a lead. So, okay. All right, we are good now. So, let's go to the monster phase. We know what this person's doing. They are putting a Doom at Ma's boarding house. Okay, that's fine. And then this guy is patrol. Move toward the most Doom. Engage the lowest will. But this one would go, well, it's already in spawn at most Doom. Move toward most Doom. So it would go here. And do monsters, can they travel the travel routes? Hold on. Need some clarification here. Okay, monsters treat travel routes as adjacent to each other. So its shortest path would be going 1, 2, and then I believe next turn it would go 1, 2 to here, and it's heading here. So, because it's patrol, it's not a hunter, so it doesn't move to engage. If it crosses a path with someone, it will engage, but otherwise it's taking the shortest path, which would be here to here, and then up to here to the next space with the most Doom. Those two are tied, and then it'll go back and forth as long as those two stay like they are. All right, so the 2 monsters have gone. Now encounter phase. So let's start with Winifred here. She's going to resolve. I think there needs to be another terror. I forgot to add this card there. So let's pick this one. Let's pick the one that's been sitting there. And we have 2 to 3 terror. The ragged beast lifts its head and sniffs the air before letting loose a pitiful lowing cry. You watch it from your hiding place and realize that it is calling it to its friends. Test a will -1. If you pass. Okay, so that's 3. Yeah. 3 for Winifred. Okay, we passed. So it says if you pass, you interrupt it. And that's it. So this just goes away. Okay. Then, in place of this, we can flip this over. All right. And draw the top card here. You may flip a lead in your neighborhood face down to reveal the top card of the investigation deck. If it is an artifact, you gain it. All right, it is an artifact. Headdress of that word I cannot pronounce. At the start of your turn, you may place 1 focus token on this card. Each focus token on this card increases your corresponding skill by 1. You may not spend them. Okay, but a Reckoning is going to discard all of your focus. Okay, interesting. All right, so let's put that right there next to Winifred. Not enough space to do all this stuff. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that stays flipped over. Let's come down here to Mark, who doesn't really have much to do. He's at South Church. Water drips through the shingles of the church's leaky roof, disturbing the otherwise silent peace of the sanctuary. You may donate $1 to help refurbish the aging church. If you do, you feel confident that you've helped make a difference. Focus 2 skills of your choice, even if it exceeds your focus limit. All right, so I will do that because my focus limit is pretty low. So I have $1. I'm going to spend it. And I'm going to go ahead and focus, let's see, strength. You never know when a fight's coming. And, let's focus influence. All right, done and done. And then we go over here. We have, we still have that terror there, but no card. All right, yep. And we are at the observatory. Okay. Professor Tremaine is raving in glowing terms about the wonders of the cosmos and the role of the astronomy in discovering them. You make eye contact and the professor pounces, taking you for a prospective student and pressing some equipment into your hands. You gain an astrolab. Okay, I'm not really sure how he confused Agatha for a student, but that's okay. Astrolab. So this says item magical curio. As part of a ward action, roll 1 additional die for each clue you have and 1 additional die for each clue in your neighborhood. Okay, she's got lots of stuff going on now. All right. But that's it. We did not find the clue. And so we move to the Mythos phase. All right, here's another clue being added to Innsmouth Shore. Oh, I like it. All right. Put a token up there so we don't forget. And spreading doom. We are spreading doom to, Historical Society is going to get 2. That's not good. 1, 2, so that is now 6. So we now spread terror here. We get to put that there. And now I can remove all of this, but 1 does go here. And this card goes over there. Okay. That's how that works. We are spreading terror, and it was, hold on, I keep forgetting. Spread terror in the unstable spaces neighborhood. And that is right here, because we just made it the Historical Society. So this is going to get a second thing and a second card, but that's it. Okay. All right, and then a monster is going to come out. And this one spawn at the unstable space. Okay, we know where that is. So Mark's got something to do now. And a blank, finally a blank. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's another blank in here somewhere. And we're spreading doom. Okay. We are spreading doom to the Esoteric Society. And there's going to be now 4 there. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Second doom. 4 more doom. Okay. Those go away. Terror and terror. Okay. All right. But we're good now. All right. Put those over there. And back to an action phase. So I need to dropping some stuff about. All right. Okay. let's have Agatha. Yeah, Agatha's got some clues, so we are going to do an observation action. All right, she was successful. That's all we needed. So that means we can do this now and just stay put there. And let's get rid of this terror token maybe. Or she could, no, she's already at her max focus. So I have to get rid of that. And then I could do a ward action, and if I'm even better, then I can do a, no. Yeah, I want to stay put there. So yeah, let's test influence to try and get rid of this terror, because you never know the amount of terror and it may come back to bite us in the butt. Okay, so we can remove this. All right. Yep, we're good. Okay, Agatha's done. So now let's have Mark Harrigan go. So Mark's going to come here. He's going to move into there, and he's going to engage and attack this monster here. 2+ Elite 1 has 1 additional health per investigator, so it's actually at a 5. Holy cow. This monster engages and attacks all investigators in its space. It cannot be exhausted. All right, so we've got a strength of 5, but it's rolling -2. All right, at the end of your movement in a monster space, or after a monster moves into your space, you may become delayed to perform an attack action as an additional action. At the end of your turn, you may suffer any amount of direct damage to deal damage equal to 1 less than that damage to a monster engaged with you. Okay. All right. So, some big whiffs there. Hold on. All right, I'm going to spend 2 focus tokens to be able to roll 2 more dice. I got 1 hit on this thing, so it's taken 1 damage. And then, let's see, I'm all healed up, so I can take, I need to take 5 damage. No, I need to take 4 damage. No, 5. So it takes 4, and it dies. All right. So boom. Okay, that was tough. All right, but this guy's gone. He goes right here. He's done. And Mark needs to heal, so he needs to get up here to Ma's boarding house next, I guess. All right. Yes, so Mark Hannigan is his turn. Sorry, Mark Harrigan. I keep mispronouncing his name. All right, so Winifred. At the start of your turn, you may place a focus token on this card. All right. So why not? Let's focus lore. Sure. Okay. And do we want to get rid of... Do we want to get rid of the terror? Do we want to get rid of that monster? I mean, the monster is spreading doom, but it's not the end of the world. I feel like coming over here is the better thing to do. So let's come over here. 1, 2, what could I heal? I could heal some horror. I've got money to just heal myself. Or test lore. Or take on horror. So yeah, let's come down here. All right. So 1, 2, and now we are going to do a ward action. So we are rolling 5 dice, actually. And we got the one success we needed. Right? Because I don't have any clues on hand. So yeah, that's the best I can do. Alright. But I just want to be in that neighborhood. Okay. Alright, so monster phase. This thing is placing doom at the unstable space, which is the esoteric order of Dagon. And this thing moves towards the most doom. So there's 2 here. And that's it. So it's going to continue to go now 1, 2. And this thing hops over here. Now I can, after you end your movement in a monster space, or after a monster moves into or spawns in your space, you may become delayed to perform an attack action as an additional action. So I can become delayed, and I can attack this thing before it attacks me. And that's all I needed. I got my 1. So boom. Ooh, and I should have 2 remnants because that other thing should have given me a remnant. All right. So boom. 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 Okay, so we've taken care of all the monsters. Now we need to do some encounters. So let's come up here and we'll deal with the terror first. 0 to 1. There are so many of the scaly spined creatures blocking the road ahead of you. Ducking behind a corner, you wait for the pack of deep ones to move on. Test will, which is 4. And we passed with flying colors. So if you pass, they depart after a few tense moments. Okay, so that's it. All right, and then, come on, baby, give me a clue. And we got a clue. All right, we are at First National Grocery. Brian Burnham brings you some groceries before he closes the store. You or an ally may recover 2 health. Okay, so I guess I will take it, because it's not an and. You hear him talking to someone inside. Test observation, which is 4. We passed. Okay, if you pass, you hear the other voice croak about Dagon. Gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. All right. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1 for you, and we gotta put 2 back. Okay. All right, perfect. And then let's do Mark down here in South Side. So he's going to take on one of these terror. There's 2. The briny mist makes it hard to see anything, but you can hear talons and spines clicking against the hard ground. Test observation, which is only 2 for him. And he passed anyways, though. So if you pass, you see a shrouded form slipping away. All right, very good. And South Side here, he's at the Historical Society. Mr. Peabody, the curator of the Society's museum, eyes you skeptically while you explain that the materials in his collection could be instrumental to stopping something terrible. You may spend 1 remnant to convince him that the threat to Arkham is very real. If you do, gain 1 curio. All right, I've got some remnants now, so let's go ahead and do it. Boom. And all right, we decided to go with the encyclopedia. So if we end up in the same space as someone, we can give them a boost, basically. All the other ones were like giving you boosts for, well, doing spells, and I have no spells so far in this game. All right, and then over here we need Mystotonic. No, we don't need that. We are going to draw another card. So we have a Wave-Worn Idol. Once per round after a monster attacks you, you may recover 1 health or 1 sanity. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna put that right there. And that's it for the encounter phase, the dreaded Mythos phase. I'm pretty sure at least one of these is a blank. And there it is, there's the blank. And then the gate burst. It's like the worst and the best. Okay, so gate burst is gonna go into the marsh. Oh no, it's gonna go in Innsmouth Shore. So let's see here. We're actually gonna be okay. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay, so we're at 5. These all get shuffled up and go back. Okay, after one deep one relic is revealed, if card 65 is in the archive, add card 65. Oh, hold on, I forgot to do that. Okay, against the deep. Finding all the artifacts will help you slow this threat, but there's only one way to end it. Destroy the rulers of Yahatali before they can ascend to the twisted form of divinity they seek. You can use the artifact you've recovered to lure one of the Deep One lords onto the shore. Choose wisely. Such an attack will surely enrage the other monarch of the Deep Ones. So, any investigator discards one Deep One relic to take card 74, spawn it at Devil Reef, and add card 66 to the codex. Any investigator discards one Deep One to take relic 75, Mother Hydra. Return this card to the archive. The investigators may choose this option if they have fewer than 3 Deep One relics. I don't get it. Okay, so I've taken a moment. I've read over this card. Basically, it says finding all the artifacts will help you slow this threat, but there's only one way to end it. So I can get the deep ones out. I'm guessing there's 2. There's 2 on the picture here. Get them out by turning in the 2 relics that I've recovered, but I think if I can get this 4th one flipped over, then that's probably even better. So I'm going to try and rush to do that before I give up these. So let's get back to our Mythos phase here. All right. And monster token, monster, shoreline brute, deep one, spawn at unstable space, which is not one. So this one goes to the start space, which is right here. And then spread doom. It always seems like we spawn a monster right after we've done a gate burst. We're spreading doom at the South Church. Right here. And up here we are spreading doom again. This time we are going to the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Oh, man, this is starting to get a little out of control. And last but not least, we have a clue token, which is going to go into the Innsmouth Shore. All right, where there's lots of terror already. Okay. All right, so Mythos phase out of the way. Back to us being able to do stuff. Mark Hannigan is delayed. Where'd that card go? I need one of these. Okay, lots going on up there. Lots going on up there. I feel like we need to be done down here. So I want to put at least one more of these out. I'm going to need another white one, I think. Okay. All right. So let's think about what we want to do here. Agatha Crane has got a clue. So does Winifred has a clue. All right, there's already a lead token there. So Agatha could come over here, address some stuff, and then drop a clue into Southside. Yeah, that's probably our best bet. I feel like Mark Harrigan is going to need to heal up before he does anything, which unfortunately just means he's going to stand up and then he's going to go here, but he has no money. So maybe instead he should head to the First National Grocer, because that's kind of where we wanted to be. So let's get his boring turn out of the way. He is simply going to stand up and move here. He has no money to travel, so he's going to have to take his encounter here on the travel route. All right, so then let's have Agatha Crane go boom, boom. Yeah, and she is going to, yeah, that's, I think, I like where this is going. Okay, get these out of the way. All right, So Agatha Crane moved, and now she is going to research. So it's 4 dice for her. Oh, bonkers. Oh, man. Okay. I can discard a remnant just for clarification. That's going to give me just 1 die, I believe. You can use remnants more safely to cast spells or exchange remnants for money during certain encounter. Oh, I can't. No, I can't exchange a remnant. Okay, so focus token it is to reroll 1 die. Come on, baby. No, that didn't happen either. No. Crap. Okay, but Winifred here is going to go ahead and get delayed so that she can also do a research action. She gets to roll 5 dice. All right, and she crushed it. So she gets to put a token out here. Agatha's done. Mark is done. So now we go to Winifred. She can stand up, and she needs to be in this location. So she will go ahead and focus. She doesn't really need money. Yeah. So let's focus on strength, because I think a fight's coming here eventually. Alright, I think we're close to bringing the big nasties out, so we're going to give her plenty of strength to focus on. Ooh, and the start of her turn, I could focus something here. So let's focus this. Yeah, because I don't want these to match. Okay. Alright, so let's flip this over. Monster phase. So this one we know places a doom in the unstable space, which is up here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're still good there. And this one is going to go Hunter move toward and engage the highest will, which is both of these guys, and he can make it here by going 1, 2. So he then becomes engaged here, and I don't think she can stop this. Okay. All right. So it's going to hit her for 4 and 1. That's no good. Okay. Or no, 2. He takes 4 hits. So 2 there and 1 there. Okay, she's got too much stuff going on here. She does need to trade this in. Okay. All right. 1 health, 1 sanity. Okay. All right. Okay, so that was the monster phase. Encounter phase. So let's start with Mark here. Why not? All right, so Mark here is at a country road. Says a recent windstorm has left the road blocked by a ravaged tree trunk. Test strength, which is 5 for him, and I did pass. If you pass, you haul the fallen log aside and go on your way. You may move 1 space or move to another country road. Perfect. Okay. So that's that. And let's do Agatha here is in south side. So she's going to do a terror first. There's 2. Spiny creature stoops over the road ahead, catching the scent of some unknown prey. You try to get close enough to get the drop on the beast. Okay, observation -1. So that's 3 for her. And she passes just barely. Okay, so this just goes away. And then she can do the south side one here. And she's at the south church. The bird hops along the railing, following as you walk the perimeter of the churchyard. When you speak to it, it cocks its head quizzically and calls to you, squawking rhythmically in response. You may extend your arm to the bird in greeting. If you do, it lands on your gloved hand. The friendly raven joins you. Okay, why wouldn't I do that? Sounds like an ally. of sorts. So let's look here. EF, friendly raven. Okay. At the start of your turn, you may deal 1 damage to this ally to exhaust 1 non-epic monster in your neighborhood. Interesting. Okay. Alright. So we got so much stuff going on here for Agatha. She's got too much stuff going on. Okay. And then we need here, we're going to flip this over to draw this card. Let's see if this is a 3rd relic. Oh, it says, the information you gathered led you here, but as soon as you cross the threshold, you know something is wrong. The smell of rotting meat assails your senses, and heavy, filthy canvas blocks the light from the grimy windows. Your lantern shakes in an uncertain grip as you move toward the back room, where a flickering candle throws ominous shadows across the wall. The door you entered slams behind you, and the rickety floor creaks under the weight of something shifting in the dark. You've been lured into an ambush. Spawn a Deep One monster in your space. Then place 1 lead face up in the neighborhood that has the most doom and does not contain a lead, if possible, and return this card to the archive. Okay, so spawn a Deep One. Place a lead. Okay, so this is good. Place a lead face up in the neighborhood that has the most doom, but doesn't already have one. That one already has one. That one has one. So that's actually here in Southside. Unfortunately, we already encountered Agatha. Oh, God, son of a biscuit. All right. Return this to the archive. I can do that. 67, 72, 71. Okay. All right, and we need a Deep One. So I believe we just draw from here until we get to Deep One. Okay, here, Hybrid Thug, Human Deep One, spawn at Unstable Space, which is up here. Okay. All right. So that was the encounter phase, and now the dreaded Mythos phase. All right, headlines. What are we doing here? Test will -1. If you fail, place 1 doom in your space. So will is 4 -1. All right, we did fail. We cannot place doom in there. No, we can. I think we can. Yes. So that goes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's good. Another headline from Mark. It says place 2 doom in your space unless you gain a dark pact condition. I already have a dark pact condition. What's the worst that happens here? We add terror to this neighborhood? Yeah. So let's just deal with that. All right. 1 terror. I can remove these 3, place 1 of them on the scenario sheet, and that goes away. Okay. All right. A clue is going to go in East Town. Oops, no, I shouldn't have looked at that. East Town. I'll need to shuffle this. East Town. All right. Clue is going to go in East Town. Okay. And spread terror at the unstable space, which is... Okay, actually we can get one of the big 3s out. Boom. 3 and... Oh, actually there should be 2 here now. There we go. Boom. And spread doom. Southside at Historical Society is going to get 2 doom. Historical Society, so this now has 6. So this goes like so. This goes away. All right, so this is now our 4th thing on this card. So I got to read something bad, I'm sure. And this goes to Southside. All right. When there are 4 or more doom on the scenario sheet, flip this card. All right. The Deep One threat is all around you now. Hidden artifacts are calling to the beasts that lurk under the waves and twisting people around you with a pervasive, insidious evil. You cannot abandon your desperate search, but neither can you afford to let these creatures roam unchecked. When there is 8 or more doom on the scenario sheet, add card 73 to the codex and return this card to the archive. Wow. Okay. All right. Lots of reckoning stuff here. Okay. And then last but not least, we put out a monster. Things are getting ugly here, guys. Spawn a monster at most doom. 2/2/2. Oh man. Agatha. I'll put it right here, actually. Okay. All right, put those off to the side. Let's do this. Okay. I need to get rid of this deep one now. All right. All right. I'm not... Wait, this thing, I guess, does become automatically engaged with me. All right, but I could exhaust him. At the start of your turn, you may deal 1 damage to this ally to exhaust 1 non-epic monster in your neighborhood. So right now, he's with me. He's non-epic. So I can put a damage on my Raven, send my Raven to do the dirty work, and exhaust this guy. But before I do that, do I want to... Yeah. Before I do that, I think I'm going to take a shot at him. Ugh. This is so bad. All right. I'm going to focus as my first action. I'm right where I need to be. So I'm going to focus, and then I'm going to attack this thing before we do this. All right? So I'm going to attack it, and I did. I got 1 hit. This is exactly what I needed. Okay, yeah. I'm going to focus him, and then I take a thing. So I've hit him once. Oh, but I don't have my dollar. Okay, that's fine, but he's exhausted. So he's going to ignore me. Yeah. All right, and that means we're going to be able to do an encounter. Okay. I'm not engaged. All right, so I can get this final one and hopefully get the heck on out of here. Okay, so Agatha's done. Let's now do Mark Hannigan, who really needs to be here at the National Grocer. All right, so let's go here. We just take 1 movement and $1. Ugh, it's such a boring turn, but that's what we got to do. All right, and so now Winifred here. Can she even do anything in this space? No, I don't think she can. So I think she needs to just head over here and start taking out this other monster. So she's going to go 1, 2, and she's going to engage this person. Oh no, she's still engaged right here. That's right. I completely forgot about it. All right, so good. So she is engaged with this monster. She is going to attack. And I can use... Yes, I can use the encyclopedia to give her an additional 2 dice. So she's rolling 6 dice to attack this thing. Yeah. And... Ooh, do I want to do this? It's at the beginning of my turn. I don't know if I want to do this or not, but because I think the reckoning is happening. Let me look at the Mythos tokens that have already come out. Yes, I'm almost certain the reckoning is about to happen, which means I'll lose these. So I think we'll stick with, yeah, we'll just do that. All right, so rolling 6 dice here. So here's 2, 1, 2. I get to roll 2 additionals. Come on, 2 successes. No, 2 misses. All right, so she performs her attack action and hits it twice. Okay, and I feel like I need to try and evade it now. So, yeah. Okay. All right, so let's do, yeah, we're going to try and do an observation, no escape test, so it's 5 dice to try and evade this thing, and we were plenty successful. So this thing now goes like this, and it's just right here in between us. Okay. All right. Yeah, so we're done now. I think we're okay. Let us continue. Monster phase. So this guy is not ready. This guy will place doom in the historical society, so right here. And this guy is going to patrol. He's going to move toward the most doom and engage the lowest observation, which is Mark. But really, he patrols towards the most doom, which is over here. So he's actually going to go 1, 2 up here. I don't believe he detours. I think he only stops and engages if he gets, if somebody's in his path to what he patrols. So I think we're good. So now nobody attacks, and these guys now ready. Pretty sure all this stuff stays with them like that. All right. But now we get to have some encounters. So let's start with Agatha here, who gets to flip this over and get this out. So awakened mantle artifact, increase each of your skills by 1. Ooh, all right. Okay, so after 3 Deep One relics have been revealed, flip this card. With the full remnant of the ancient Deep Ones under your control, you are confident that you can curtail the spread of their corruption while you root out the cult and thwart the ambitions of their foul masters. Discard all leads. Okay. White markers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. All right, discard all leads and return the rest of the investigation deck to the archive. So is that this one? No. No, I returned that other one. So I return these? Discard all leaves and return the rest of the investigation deck to the archive. So I think I do lose these. That stinks. All right, remove the 2 monster tokens. All right, and add a blank one. Okay, to the bag. I like that. I'm definitely adding it to the bag. And then this is a good reckoning. Remove 1 doom from any space. Okay. All right. Okay, so now I guess... No. I need those things to be able to discard them Yeah, I think I keep these. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I keep these. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, because I have to be able to discard them. I guess it would be that third card. Because I don't think these are any longer part of the investigation deck. They're relics now that I have under my control. Okay. So I think we're good now. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think we're all right. Okay. And that was all. This is still the encounter phase. So now we go up here and these guys will each encounter. So we'll start with Mark. So Mark is in a 3 space. An acrid stink fills the air, burning your throat and making your vision blur. So observation -1 is just 1 die. And I passed. If you pass, you see a clear path out of here. So good. Boom. And then he will get this one. And it is not the clue. First National Grocer. A friendly neighbor offers to buy your groceries and you gratefully accept, picking out a few necessities. You or an ally may recover 2 health. I'm definitely recovering 2 health. When your benefactor goes to pay, she spills change all across the floor. You offer to help her find all the loose coins. Okay, so I have to do another observation check, which again is still only 2. I did pass. If you pass, you find 1 more coin that she dropped. Gain the lucky coin. Okay. IJKL. Oh, there it is on top. Okay, so the lucky coin says after you roll a die, you may discard this card to change that die to a result of your choice. Nice. Okay. All right. So that was his encounter. Then Winifred is going to take care of this other one. She is at 0 to 3. Deep ones that prowl the street call to each other with a warbling, watery song. Will -1, so that is 3. And I missed. All right. If you fail, the strange melody makes your head swirl with visions of shedding your soft skin and crawling into the sea. Suffer 2 horror. That's no good. All right. And let's see here. All right, we got the clue. First National Grocer. No trucks have been able to reach Innsmouth, and there is little for sale right now. You may spend $1 to buy meager supplies. If you do, Brian Burnham tells you about the monsters that roam the streets at night. Gain 1 clue from your neighborhood, and you are ally or may recover 1 health. Okay. And we will spend $1, and we will gain this clue. Okay. All right. Okay. So now on to the Mythos phase, starting with Mark blank. And there's the reckoning. I knew it was happening. So let's go ahead and do his Dark Pact. He's fine. Reckoning test influence. So for her, that is 4 now because of her awakened mantle. She passes. Was 2 or greater. Okay, it was 2, so I get to discard this card now. Very good. And then down here, remove 1 doom from any space. All right, let's remove it from... Sure. Here. Okay. And then over here, place 1 doom in any space in each neighborhood without a lead. Oh, they made me get rid of all the leads. So, all right. Put 1 here. Now let's put 1 in our space. There. Nothing's happening up at north side. there, and I guess here. Okay. All right. So I think that's every. Oh, spread terror in each neighborhood with a deep one monster. All right. So this one's actually going to get 4 terror now. Oh, and that's a deep one. So this one's getting 4 terror as well. All right. And last but not, I believe, yeah, this is another blank. And we have a gate burst. So the gate burst is happening up here, but we're okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And headlines for Winifred says if there are 1 or more clues in your neighborhood, you become wanted. 1 or more. Okay, she becomes wanted. All right. And spreading clues. This one's going to go into north side. I don't even know if any of us have even been to north side this game. We literally have just been down here and up here. All right. Okay. That'll do it. All right. Back to player phase. All right, so any investigator discards 1 deep, 1 relic to take card 74. I'm going to discard the... Oh, I missed all these reckonings. So this one says you suffer 1 direct damage or 1 direct horror to recover 2 health. Yes, I will do that here. What's this one say? You suffer 1 direct horror and 1 direct damage. Okay, wait. After this item suffers 1 or more horror, you recover 1 sanity. Okay. And yeah, we'll put you there. And this one. Okay. And this one says discard all your focus tokens that match. None of them match. And then discard all tokens on this card. So I knew that was coming. All right, but I'm going to discard this one. And that will allow me to... So choose 1. Return this card to the archive. The investigators may only choose this option if they have fewer than 3 deep 1 relics. Nope. All right, so do we want to face the father or the mother? I think the father. The mother sounds nastier. Okay, so I need 74 and 66. All right, so Father Dagon spawn at Devil's Reef. All right, he is a big nasty looking fella here. Massive lurker. Each deep 1 monster recovers 2 health. Okay, so that's actually not too bad. He's not actually hurting anybody. All right, and this says, you've drawn Father Dagon and his horde of rapacious spawn into the open. Once you defeat him, it's only a matter of time until his consort, Mother Hydra, comes for revenge. When Father Dagon is defeated, instead of returning card 74 to the archive, place it under this card. After you damage Father Dagon, you may spend any number of clues from the scenario sheet. I currently have 2 to deal that much additional damage. And then we need the Reckoning to come out before we can flip this card. So, all right. Put that there. I'm not even buying anything right now. There's too much going on here. Okay, I guess we can bring this back. All right. So, we now have a goal. Hmm. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll start with Mark. He's going to engage this thing and attack it. So he is rolling 3 dice. And he hit for 1. I could spend my lucky coin to take this thing out. And I think I may do that. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to spend my lucky coin to turn this one into a another success. That'll take this thing out. I'll get a remnant token for it. But yeah, it's now out of the way. All right. So that was my first action. Now my second action will be to travel into... Yeah, I'm going to travel into this space here to take care of this one. All right. So I can roll 4. I can become delayed now to take out this one. I'll roll 4 dice against this one. Yeah. Oh, I freaking missed all of them. Okay, hold on. I got 8 health. Where am I? What kind of... I can recover my sanity. Oh, this is so freaking close here. All right. So the question is, do I go up to 6 health to knock this thing out? Yeah, I think I do. Okay. I'm getting very risky here. So boom, I take this thing out. I get another remnant token. Don't know if these things are going to do me any good, but we'll see. All right. And now he's done. And he's delayed. Okay. All right. Now. All right, so the first thing we're going to do with Agatha here is gain $1, but then I'm immediately going to spend it on my hired muscle to deal 1 damage to this thing, which will take it out. I believe I gain a remnant token for that because I caused it to do that. I'm not sure. So that was my first action. Now my second action is going to be to ward away these tokens, and I have 4, 5 for a ward action. No, 6. 7. My astrolabe. Yeah. All right. So there's 1, but I get to roll 2 additional ones. No. Oh, come on. Do I give up my strength just to roll this one? I think I do. All right, I'm going to give up this token here to roll 1 die. Yes! Okay, so I warded away these 2, right? Boom, they go away. I get 1 remnant for that. And this was all worth it, ladies and gentlemen. Since I performed a ward action with a test result of 2 or more, I can perform a research action as an additional action and then flip this card. So my research action is 4. I now have 2 clues. I'm hoping to put both of these on the scenario sheet. And I put 1 on the scenario sheet. Okay, that's better than nothing though. All right, I feel like that was a success. Now, after you gain a clue from your neighborhood, you may place 1 doom in your space to gain 1 additional clue. Okay, so I'm feeling like Agatha is going to be served best to continue putting clues onto this scenario sheet over here, because I can do an additional damage to Father Dagon, which I'm thinking is going to be epic. I haven't flipped it over yet, but I feel like that's really going to stink. So, all right. Yeah, so Winifred now still gets to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she can make it up there. What she really needs to do is get some of her sanity back. Oh, man. She could also really use a weapon. Or an ally. God, I don't know where to go. Will or strength? Or do I go up there? Getting a remnant isn't helping at all. She has a focus limit of 3, so 1, 2. And then let's do a research action. Yeah, I like that better. And maybe she'll get lucky and recover some of her horror during her encounter phase. Alright, so she's going to do a research action, which, at the start of her turn, she can boost 1 of these. So she will do that. There you go. And, yeah, so this is now 5. Are you serious? Alright, you may spend 1 focus to roll 1 additional die. If you still fail a test, choose a skill you do not have focused and focus that skill twice. Alright, so I'm going to spend this to do 1 die roll off here, and we missed. Okay, but I will do influence twice. Okay. Alright. So, not what I wanted, but we're fine now. Okay, so, Agatha, let's start down here. She has 3 terror in her space. So, with a wet spatter, the creature before you sloughs off the remains of a human skin, revealing the still soft scales of new form. You may become delayed to defeat this beast now before it fully awakens. Alright, yeah. I'm not dealing with that. Okay, and then she gets a regular encounter. She's at South Church. A box of quilting supplies has been ruined by water seeping in through the walls of the church basement. You may spend $2 to help the quilting circle replace their lost material. I have no money. Nope. Could have become blessed, but I didn't. Didn't have the money. Did not have the money. All right. Okay, so we're delayed. Let's go up here to Mark. Mark has to do a terror. There is 4. So the surging throng of deep ones is guided by some malevolent will. You become cursed to draw the dark presence into yourself to contain it. If you do not, you may become cursed to draw the dark presence into yourself to contain it. If you do not, draw and resolve 1 Mythos token. Whether you do or not, discard 2 terror from your neighborhood. Okay, so I can discard 2 terror from my neighborhood. And the question is, do I want to become cursed or not? Either become cursed or I draw and resolve 1 Mythos token. I'll take a Mythos token. Spread doom. I'm okay with that. Alright. And it's going in Innsmouth Shore, and it's going to the Marsh Refinery, which, okay, we're okay. All right, so that's just, oh no, that is 6. Okay, so, yeah, let's you. That goes there. That goes there. One doom comes. We spread doom again. All right. And I want to do this card. Oh no. First, he gets this one. Okay, so we are at Gillam's house. The people on the bus to Arkham are waiting for their driver. You talk to the passengers in hopes of finding someone who can help. Test influence, which is just 2. Alright, and I crushed it. If you pass, you make a new friend, gain 1 ally. Okay. So our ally is Delphina Bell, ally, university professor. You may spend 1 remnant to focus 1 skill of your choice, even if it exceeds your limit. Okay, but that's an action I have to take. Okay. All right, and now here we're going to do this terror for Winifred. She is at 3. So many harsh, inhuman voices rest threateningly in the gathered salty gloom. We're rolling a 3 dice test, and we passed. If you pass, you calmly withdraw and find a sanctuary. Okay. All right, and now she. Wait, I didn't get to. No, didn't get to remove anything. So now we're going to do this one here, and it is the clue. So Gilman House. A young Innsmouth girl has taken an interest in the grisly souvenirs you have collected. You may spend 1 remnant to give it to the youth. If you do so, she gleefully tells you the story of the father and mother in the sea, and her joy brings you strange comfort. You and an ally may recover 2 sanity, and you gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. Okay, so 1 clue from the neighborhood, 2 sanity is definitely what I needed. All right. And that is... Oh, I had to give up a remnant to do that. I got remnants for days. Okay. All right, so that was all the encounters. Now let's go back through the Mythos phase. All right, spreading doom in Innsmouth Shore, at the Marsh Refinery. Oh, I feel like it never ends. And a blank. Okay. And then, all right, so here I am going to spend 2 remnants to spawn a clue instead of having to draw a Mythos token. It's going to go in Southside, which is where I am. Okay. All right. And now I still have to draw 1 more, and it is headlines. Headlines say test your will. All right. And I got 2 successes, so that's you suffer 2 horror and become driven. Okay. After this item, you recover 1 sanity. Okay. All right, that goes there, and I become driven. Wanted, tainted, blessed, fatigued, driven. All right, your focus limit is increased by 1. At the end of your turn, you may, if you are not fatigued, you may flip this card to perform 1 additional action. Ooh. Okay. And then last but not least, Winifred here is going to spread doom, which is up here where we are. So that's going to go there, and that's going to go there. And she is going to find a clue in the north side. Shuffle these together. And put a clue token over there. Okay, all right. I feel like I have just wasted too much time here, but that's probably my fault. Okay. So, Agatha now needs to get up and move. I think. Yeah. Okay. So let's go 1, 2, and we'll do that. Go right there. And that's all she can do. She stood up and then she moved. Okay. And all right, so let's move. Now let's get up, and I'm going to go 1, 2, move up here into the Devil's Reef and engage this bad boy, Father Dagon, Epic Monster, Massive Elite 3. And so I have 3 investigators, so that's 9 plus 4 is 13 health. So what I'm going to do is actually put the health on him and then take it off until he's dead. So this is 9. I don't have enough big 3s. 12, 13. Okay. Retaliate. After you perform an attack action, if you dealt no damage to Dagon, he attacks you. Okay. Alright. So I was delayed. I stood up, but at the end of my movement, I can become delayed again to do an attack action. Alright. And I am rolling 5 minus 1 is 4. Oh my god, are you serious? Hold on. Grrr. Oh wait. At the start of your turn, if you are delayed, you may focus 1 skill of your choice or recover 1 sanity. I was at my focus limit though, so I couldn't do that. I can't spend any remnants. I don't have any money, so what I'm going to do is suffer 2 damage. No, I can't do that. That would kill me. So he's literally going to attack me back for 1 and 2. I don't want that one. So 1 and the 2 horror are going to go on Delphina Bell here. All right. Okay. So that was a bust. All right. But Winifred here is also going to run up here. She's going to come join me, and she's going to draw the ire of Father Dagon. It's the start of my turn, so I will go ahead and focus this. Yeah. After you damage, so I still haven't damaged him yet. I'm rolling 4. Yeah. Okay, yeah. 4 dice minus 1 is only 3. Jeepers. That's not very good. And I hit him once. Okay. So I hit him once. It's not going to do any damage back to me. And then I could spend 3 tokens from here to hit him again for 3. And that's it. And then this says I can become delayed to roll an additional die that was not a success. So 2 of them were not a success. I'm basically in this spot now. I can just stand up and attack. And that's 2 more on him. All right. 2 more damage. Okay. All right, so we're good. Monsters. attack phase. So obviously let's start with this one. He's doing 1 damage to me and 2 sanity. Yeah, I do want to keep that. So there's a big one. 1, 2, 3. So we're at 5 there. That's getting a little dangerous. All right, so he attacks her. And actually, massive, I think he attacks both of us. So this may not have been the best option. Let me see. Okay, so I was correct. Essentially, massive means he's attacking anybody in his space. So, we lost Mark. We had to place a doom on the scenario sheet, so we're at 6 out of 8. I'm assuming 8 loses us the game. And you don't lose the scenario at that point. You just bring in another investigator. So I'm not fooling around anymore. I'm bringing in the big guns. Mr. Michael Mcglenn, the mobster. I'm calling down the thunder with his Chicago typewriter, the old boiler. Essentially, if you want to be able to do some attacking, this is who you play with. He is a monster when it comes to attacks. He's going to be rolling 8 dice plus if I can actually get him to focus. So, all right. That was the monster phase. Oh, wait, this guy comes in. Technically, he doesn't come in until after the Mythos phase. So move towards the most doom. And that really could be lots of places. So I could have him go, yeah, right here. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's nobody else around him. I could even have him go over here, actually. Yeah, there we go. All right. So then the encounter phase. So let's do Agatha real quick in East Town. And she's going to get another clue. She's at Hibbs Roadhouse. Outside, a strange-looking man from Innsmouth is shouting something, but his voice is so hoarse it is difficult to understand. An observation test, which is 4. No, it's actually 5. She passed it either way. If you pass, you hear him invoke Hydra and Dagon and cover your ears. Gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. Okay. So, boom. And boom. No, that goes up there. And then we need a Devil Reef encounter. Nope, because she's engaged with a monster, so no encounter there. And now the Mythos phase. Yeah, so we've got 1 for Agatha. She's going to spread doom at Innsmouth Shore, at Falcon Point, and Gilman House. Good Lord. Falcon Point and Gilman House. That is going to be spreading terror again. So that's going to put 1 more. We're literally 1 doom away from possibly losing this game. All right, and then we need these back in the bag. Oh my God, spreading doom again. Are you serious? Innsmouth Village at the Innsmouth Jail. And that's going to be 6 here. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. That's 8 there. Hold on, we may not be done yet. We'll see. There, and we have to find card 73 and return this card to the archive. 62, 73. All right. A pearl of thunder rends the air and a massive wave crashes over Innsmouth shoreline, crushing buildings and bodies alike with a wall of black water. Something huge looms behind the torrent of seawater, and swarms of scaly humanoids churn across the ruin of the waterfront. Take cards 74. I already did that. Father Dagon and 75 from the archive and spawn them both at Devil's Wreath. If either epic monster is not in the archive, do not spawn it. Okay. If either epic monster is already in play, it recovers health equal to the number of investigators. What? And this comes out. Return all other non-rumor cards in the codex except 61 to the archive. So Mother Hydra is just going to come out and become engaged with us because we're there. Return all non-rumor cards. This is a rumor card. In the codex, except 61, which is the terror definition. Add card 72 to the codex, then flip this card. So this one goes. All of these cards go away, so I can't spend clues anymore. Flip this card. Add card 72. Act of desperation. The only way to stop the two titans that rampage through Arkham is with force. Although it is a daunting task, they share some kind of mystic link. It will be difficult to kill one of them while the other still draws breath. Reckoning. We'll deal with that. After both Mother Hydra and Father Dagon are defeated, flip this card and read Bloody Victory. This one, however, says Rampage. The massive deep ones crash to the shore, intent on consuming or corrupting the terrified citizens before them. You had hoped for more time to prepare for the assault of these monsters, but that time is nearly spent. If they are allowed to continue to feed, they will become too powerful to stop and will ascend to rival even the Elder Gods. When there is 12 or more doom on the scenario sheet, flip card 72 and read They Feed, They Rise. Okay, and so this says I actually need some clues on the scenario sheet or I could just lose. Period. 4 more and I'm done. Alright, Reckoning, move 1 damage from the epic monster that has suffered the most damage to another epic monster in any space. Repeat this effect until all epic monsters have suffered the same amount of damage if possible. Okay. So that's a little weird. Alright, so I want to get some clues on there. What is this? I think that's like that, actually. Okay. So, I need to finish my Mythos Cup phase. Winifred is spawning a clue. I'm literally almost out of cards up here. North side. It doesn't even matter anymore. It does not even matter. I'll shuffle them if I ever actually make my way over there. And another clue. This one's going in Mysticonic University. Again, I'm not going over there anytime soon. Alright, it's time to just lay the hammer down. Alright. Yep, let's do this. Okay. So that's it. Mythos phase done. Michael Mcglenn makes it to the Gilman house. And alright, let's do this. Let's go after Father Dagon here. So we are going to travel in the old boiler. After you perform a move action, you may deal 2 damage to one monster you are engaged with and 2 damage to this card. So he's going to go 1, 2, boom. He hits this thing for 2 right off the bat. So there, and the old boiler has to take 2 damage. But I love that old thing. Alright, and so now, as part of the attack action, he's going to be rolling 8 dice. And if I can defeat this monster, I'll get to focus my strength. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but let's see here. Alright, there's 2. I don't have anything I can spend to re-roll. So there's 2, and I get to roll 4 again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close. Alright, but that's a pretty good shot on Father Dagon there. Alright. Maybe I should have stood up Winifred and attacked him first, but that's fine. Alright, so Winifred, yes, is going to do exactly this. She's going to stand up. She is going to focus this here. Alright, so she's rolling. Oh, I forgot to roll 1 less die, but that's fine. I'm not going to go back. All right. So she's got 5 now. -1 is 4. Yeah. So she stood up, and now she's going to attack. All right. But Reckless Resolve, she can become delayed to roll all of these over again. Boom. And there's perfect. All right. So she has done this gentleman in. She gets a remnant token for it. Boom. So yeah, I'm just going to put him, I'm going to return him to the codex. I don't want to see him anymore. All right. Okay. So she's done. Mother Hydra's just going to attack us anyways. And oh man, she's gonna get knocked out here by Mother Hydra. So we're gonna have to go through this whole mess again. Okay. All right. Agatha wants to do a research action. Let's do, if you gain a clue from your neighborhood, you may place 1 doom on your space. Hold on, I forgot to do that. I gained a clue last time. So I should have been able to gain an additional clue just by putting a doom in my space. And then I should have flipped this card, because now I can perform a ward action, which is going to be a 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 6 dice roll. So 1, no, just 1. Yeah. So that's fine. Get rid of one of these, and then I will do a research action, which is 4, 5. Try and put as many of these onto the scenario sheet. 1, 2. Okay, that's not bad. All right, 1, 2. Okay. All right. So Agatha's done. Monster phase. This guy is going to march over here and do nothing. And then Mother Hydra is going to hit Mcglenn for 1. And 2 sanity. Oh man, this could be bad. Okay, and then he's gonna hit, yeah, because we're at 5, so that's, I'm gonna go insane now. I think I lose all this stuff. Yeah, because I can't put it all here. I can't put it anywhere else. The 2 sanity is gonna get me. All right, so we have decided to bring out Agnes Baker here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything else here. So yeah. This is not looking good. So, that was the monster phase. Encounter phase. We're going to come up here to East Town. And we have our other clue. Hibbs Roadhouse. You buy a friendly game and pass the time talking to the other players. But you don't win your money back. You may spend $1 for you and an ally to recover 2 sanity. I don't have $1. If you do, the others tell you about the outsiders. Nope. So this has got to go back. Because I didn't have $1. Okay. All right. And then up here, Devil's Reef again. And this one simply says, oh, with a crunch, your boat runs aground. No, I don't read this because I'm engaged with this monster. I'll put this down here so that makes it better for me. Okay. Yeah, Agatha couldn't even get there if she wanted to. She could go 1 and be stuck. She doesn't have $1 to spend the ferry. If she had $2 somehow, that'd be great. But yeah, it's got all this other stuff. Okay, so Mythos Phase. Start with Michael. Headlines. He is testing will or lore, which is 2. And he missed, so he suffers horror. So he's almost dead. And a blank. And a blank. And a headline. Test observation, which is 3, 4. And she fails. You disengage all monsters and move to the unstable space. Interesting. The unstable space is Innsmouth Jail. Well, it's still too far away. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. It would take 4 to get there. All right. So. All right. Gosh. Okay, so basically it's going to be an all-out fight for this thing's at 13 again. So 1, 2, 3. All right, I really just don't want to keep throwing investigators at it, but all right. So 8 dice against, no, 7 dice for Michael Mcglenn. Ooh, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have anything I can throw at it to make that worse or better. So, but we'll take the 4. All right, now I can't do anything else because I'm engaged with this massive thing. I guess I should have focused beforehand. That would have been smart. So now I can roll actually 3 additional dice. Got 1 more. Okay. All right. Gosh. But yeah, it's going to come down to Agnes Baker now, who's going to stand up here. And I guess this thing... Did we move this thing? Should it be... It should have been over here, shouldn't it have? Moves... Wait, no. Moves towards most doom, which it's already here. So unfortunately, yeah, Agnes Baker is going to pop up. This thing is going to engage her instantly. And she can attack this thing by... Hold on. While casting a spell, if you suffer damage or spend a remnant, you get +2. And here I can test lore instead. So I will suffer 1 damage to test lore at 6. And I freaking crushed him. After you defeat this monster as part of an attack action, you suffer 1 horror. Okay. I had to suffer 1 horror to cast the spell. Alright, so this thing's defeated. And yeah, all I can do now is a move action. If I move over there, though, it's just gonna beat up on me because I cannot attack. So I might as well do a ward action. And I got 2. So got rid of 2 of those, which is going to give me a remnant, which is good. And that's it. That's all I can do. And so Agatha here, she could go 1, 2, and that's it. End up in the streets. And I guess, yeah, I guess that's what she's got to do. So we can throw everything but the kitchen sink at this thing. So she's going to focus her strength to get prepared. Yeah, and there's really nothing else she can do. So then we're going to go to the monster phase. We've gotten rid of all the monsters on the board except for Mother Hydra, who is, I give him, well, wait, can I put, okay, so I didn't see anything where it said I could not put more than what was there. So, plus that one's at 0. So she's going to hit the old boiler. And we're just going to lose that card. And then that's it. So I'm the only one engaged with her. We gave up the old boiler, but that's fine. Alright, so I'm feeling better about this now. Alright, so the monster phase is over. The encounter phase, it's not going to happen here. Agatha gets a, well, we got to do a terror card first. It's 4+. The Slathering Beast tries to get past you to hunt easier prey. Strength -2, so I don't think we can go lower than 1. And I still failed. If you fail, the creature swats you away. Place 2 doom in your space. Whether you pass or fail, discard 2 terror from your neighborhood. Okay, so there's 2 terror, but here's 2 doom in my space. Alright, so this goes away. And then we have a streets one. Scenic. You come across a park bench beneath a stand of birch trees, their leaves golden in the setting sun. You sit and enjoy a few moments of birdsong warmth and peace. You or an ally recovers 1 health and 1 sanity. Okay, sure. I'll take that. Okay, and Mythos Phase. Everybody's going to get 1 this time. Spreading Doom. Southside Ma's Boarding House. Alright. Yeah. And Reckoning. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff we need to do here for the Reckoning. This one says you suffer 1 direct horror and 1 direct damage. Those cannot be placed on ally cards, like I did with the Mother Hydra one. Okay. And then down here, move 1 damage. We can't do that. Place 1 doom on the scenario sheet unless the investigators spend a clue from this. We're going to do that. Okay. So nothing else. So we're good, actually. Gate burst. So that's going to be down here, and we're actually okay. Boom, boom, boom. That's 5. And then this one is a blank. I love it. And then we've got 1 more here. Spread terror at the unstable space, which is down here. I'm not even worried about how terrorized the south side is. And then headlines. You suffer 1 horror for each monster in your neighborhood. That is technically, we have 1 giant epic one. Okay. All right. Let's end this. Let's end this now, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Michael Mcglenn is going to take the first crack at this thing. He can't focus. He can't really do much of anything. Can't focus beyond that. So he simply is going to get 5 plus 4 is 9, minus 1 is 8. So let's do this. There's 1. like that. And then 1, 2 more. And he is going to spend this to reroll 1 die, and he didn't get it. That's fine. All right. Then Agnes is going to travel up here. Boom, boom. And now she is going to do Storm of the Spirits. She's going to take a damage to do this, which means she gets to roll an additional one. And this one is -1 strength, but she's spell attacking with lore, so she's going to get her full 6. Well, that's ugly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She missed. She's got nothing she can use to reroll, so just 1 here. Oh my god, are you serious? So we're gonna have to go another toe-to-toe round with this thing, because I don't think Agnes can do it. 1, 2. She moves up here. I don't have $1 to spend. So she's really just doing a 2 dice roll attack action, -1 because of this thing. And she did hit it. Alright. But this thing is going to come all the way back. I could become fatigued to do 1 more attack action, but that's just 1 more. Yeah, that's not going to get me anything. Couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Oh yeah, I had to spend this remnant to cast the spell. Oh no, I didn't. I suffered a damage to cast the spell. So yeah, I think I did that earlier. Okay. Alright, so yeah. This thing is going to take out Mcglenn. So he's gone. We can come down here, and this thing we can say it'll take out the Raven. And it'll hit us for 1 and 2 more. So boom and boom. Alright, I'm not even going to bother with all of that. None of the... I can't encounter because that's that. Mythos Phase, I guess. Let's just deal with the Mythos Phase here really quickly. I'm not going to bother with that. Spreading Doom. Where would this put it? Mysticonic University. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would put it at the Science Building. And a blank. And another blank. Alright. So I think we're going to do it now. If not, I just give up. Alright. Okay, so we are going to start with Agnes Baker, and she's going to be doing Storm of Spirits. We went ahead and focused here to give us, we'll be rolling 7 damage, or 7 dice, -1, so 6, and we just need 3 hits. Alright, so there's 1, 2. I get to reroll one of these, and that's not going to do it, but we're down. We've literally knocked this thing down to 1. And Agatha cannot gain money, so she is simply going to, at the end of your turn, you may, if you are not fatigued, you may flip this card to perform 1 additional action. I don't know whether or not I can perform 2 attacks or not, but with this, my strength is 2 plus this is 3, -1, so boom, there we go. Alright, so we have taken this thing out finally. Mother Hydra disappears, and we get to flip this card over to read the Bloody Victory. Crushed in the onslaught and frenzy of the teeming horde, Innsmouth may never recover. Many lives were ended, rent asunder by the grasping claws of ravenous predators. Still more souls were lost, called beneath the waves by the corrupting influence of the Deep One's magic. But the beasts have been broken and their schemes cast down. Wounds will heal to scars. It must be enough that you will survive. The investigators win the game. So we ended up with 10 on here because we lost, or no, maybe even 11, but we didn't lose this way. We were able to defeat the Deep Ones in the end. It took quite a bit. So yeah, just super quick. I know this video has gone on long enough. I'm not super keen on this one. I don't know what it was about it, but I really just stayed in these two areas and these two areas and didn't move around much. This one wasn't quite as good as some of the other ones in the past. I do really love this game, but it can get going on long, and setup can be kind of a long time. This one has taken me several sit-down sessions to get through. But we did it. We were successful. If you have been sticking with me and you honestly got into this part of the movie and watched all of it in its entirety, please let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to figure out a way to buy you a drink because this has been epic, an epic playthrough to sit through. But if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.